Good morning, boys. In this session also, I will discuss about some basic concept in chemistry. After finishing that part, I move on your 11th standard syllabus. In last class, I discussed about filling of electron in the orbital of any atom. In that, we want to know what is valency, and in this class we discuss about what is valency and oxidation number. Already I told that valency is nothing but it is combining capacity of an element. It is combining capacity of an element, or valency is nothing but number of electron present in the outermost shell of a particular element. That is important word. Number of electrons present in the outermost shell of a particular element, or it is defined as combining capacity of an element. Now, I will take alkali metal. Already we know that first group elements are called as alkali metal. What are that alkali metal? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Francium is a radioactive element. So, what is the atomic number of lithium? Atomic number 3, sodium 11, potassium 19. So, remaining we discuss later. So, I will consider only 3 elements. So, how will you write the electronic configuration? Means 1s2, 2s1. Number of electron in that lithium atom is 3. That's why first cell 1s, in which how many electrons are there? 2 electron, and the remaining one more electron enter into second cell, that is 2s1. Now, sodium. Here 1s2, 2s2, elaborately I discussed in our last class. So, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, totally how much electron here? 2, 2, 4 plus 6, 10, remaining 1, that electron enter in third cell, that is 3s1. Like that, here also 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, totally 19. So, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, then 3p6. After enter 3p6, the next electron enter not in 3d orbital, it enter in 4s. Why? Based on half-swap principle. So, it enter 4s1. So, here all the electrons enter in the outermost shell is what? S1. 2s1 for lithium, 3s1 for sodium, 4s1 for potassium. Next, like that, enter last electron 5s1. This is for 6s1. So, instead of writing this one, instead of writing like this, you know that what are the inert gases? 18th group element except helium, all other consists of 8 electron in that outermost shell. What are noble gases? Or 18th group element. 18th group elements. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are called as 18th group elements. Helium, atomic number 2, neon 10, 18, 36, 54, 86. Okay, helium. What is its electronic configuration? 1s2. Neon. What is its electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Argon. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Totally how many electron completed? 2, 2, 4, 10. Remaining how much? 8 electron. So, these are enter in third energy level 3s2, 3p6. like that. Here I write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. After filling 3p6, we enter into 4s2. So totally 10 plus 10, 20. Remaining how much? Then you go for 3d10. 3d10 like that. So after entering this 1s2, 2s2, 10, 30, then what about that means 4p6. 4p6. In this way you write this electronic configuration. Now it consists of a helium atom consists of how many electron? 2 electron. Okay, when you write this way for alkali metal, so it is too lengthy. To avoid this one, instead of writing NS1S2 here, what is the configuration of helium 1s2? So for lithium, instead of writing like this, you can write noble gas here except helium, all these elements having 8 electron in the outermost cell. See that 2s2, 2p6. Number of electron collectively in the second cell. How much? 8 electrons. In next argon, outermost cell, which is first cell, this is K cell, this is L cell, this is M cell. In M cell, how much electrons are there? 8 electrons. Like that. Here listen. Listen. Here this is a first cell, K cell. This is second cell. Only 2 subcells are there. That is nothing but 2s and 2p. So this is L cell. What about the third cell? The third cell is M cell. It is consists of how many subcells in it means 3 subcells. They are nothing but S, P and D. So what about that? Energy level of 4s is lower than that of 3d orbital, but this 3d is available in which cell? Third cell only. So that I write this one first cell. For krypton, for understanding or draw this diagram, it is proton plus neutron. First cell, how much electron? 2 electrons. 1, 2. Second cell, 8 electron. This is K cell. This is L cell. Here how much electron? 8 electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then third cell, which is third cell? 3s, 3p and 3d. These are third cell. It totally consists of how much electron? 18. Instead of put the 18 dots. So totally here how many dots are there? 18. You count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this and this are what cell? M cell. What about this and this? These are fourth cell, N cell. So in last cell, totally how much electrons are there? 8 electrons are there. So except helium, all other element contains 8 electron in its outermost cell. How many electrons? 8 electrons. So that instead of that, you write here 1s, you can write electronic configuration helium and 2s1. What about this one? See that first cell, second cell. Total number of electron? 10. Neon, atomic number 10. So what is its electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So here also which is, what is the 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So instead of writing this one, you can write neon, atomic number 10. After that you write 3s1. Then argon, 18. See that first cell, second cell, third cell. Up to this part, collectively how much electrons are there? 18 electrons are there. So instead of writing 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, you can represent this one. In what way? Means argon 18 After that 4s1. What about this one? Krypton. So here you write krypton 36, after that 5s1. Like that you represent electronic configuration. Either this way or this way you can represent its electronic configuration of any element. So one more thing you want to know that what is that means, what is the total number of electron in first cell 2 electron, second for potassium. For potassium atomic number 19, first cell how much electrons are there? 2. Second cell collectively how much? 8. So outermost cell consists of how much? 8. Then last consists of 1. So in this way you can represent that the electron present in any element. For sodium atomic number 11. So what is the first cell consists of how much electron? 2. Second cell 8. Last cell consists of 1 electron. Like that you consider calcium. What is its atomic number? 20. How will you represent atomic number for calcium? Simply you write 2, second cell completely filled, 8 only, third cell also maximum electron how much means 8. After filling that fourth cell you want to enter in fourth cell. This is K cell, this is L cell, M cell and N cell. Okay, like that K, L cell, M cell. So in first cell maximum electron 2, second cell maximum electron 8, third cell when you will write, when will you start to write electronic configuration, maximum electron in third cell is what means 8. After filling 8 electron you enter in fourth level. So here 20, so 8, 2, 8, 10, 10 plus 8, 18, remaining how much electron? We want to fill 2 more electron, that's why here you write 2. Okay, in this way you can represent the electrons present in the given element. Let us consider magnesium. Atomic number of magnesium is 12. So how will you represent like this? First one, first cell 2 electron. Second cell how much electron? 8 electron. So 10 over. Remaining how much electron in it? 2. That enter in which cell? Third cell. So what is the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 2. 2, 8, 2. Like that whatever the element you can write like this. These are very important concepts. Please note it. So what is valency? It is a number of electron present in the outermost cell of an atom. Number of electron present in the outermost cell of an atom. Now in this case lithium, sodium, potassium, number of electron present in the outermost cell how much? 1. That's why its valency is 1. Now what is the valency of calcium and magnesium? In two cases where is the valence electron present? How many valence electrons are there? The valence electron in calcium and magnesium is 2. That's why its valency is 2. Okay boys. Now carbon. Atomic number 6. It is non-metal. Atomic number is 6. You write the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, remaining 2 electron that enter into 2p. So in outer, what is the outermost cell for calcium? This is nucleus, proton and neutron. Around this first cell how many electrons are there? 2 electrons are there. Then second cell how much electron? 4 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the valency of carbon? The valency of carbon is 4. Why you say 4? Because the valence outermost, this is called as outermost cell for this carbon. So here number of electron present in the valence cell. This is outermost cell, otherwise called as valence cell. It contains how many electron means 4 electron. That's why valency of carbon is 4. Okay. Now what is the valency of oxygen? What is the valency of oxygen? Oxygen means atomic number 8. You write the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4, remaining 4. So here valence cell contains how many electron means 6 electron. 6 electron. So this is not valency of oxygen. So what is the meaning for? You consider in this case the first statement. It is combining capacity of an element. When the number of electron present in the outermost cell is equal to 4 or less than 4, then it is the valency of that element. That is very important point, boys. Valency is nothing but, you consider two definitions, number of electron present in the outermost cell of a particular element is less than 4 or equal to 4 means it is the valency of that element. If the number of electron more than 4, then what is the valency means? We want to calculate like this: 8 minus number of electron present in the outermost cell. Number of electron present in the outermost cell, which is 8 minus number of electron present in the outermost cell of oxygen is 6. That's why what is its valency? 2. Valency of oxygen is 2. What is meaning of this one? If the outermost cell consists of more than 4 electrons, then that are called as valence electrons. That are called as valence electron. So valence electron of oxygen is how much means 6. What is valency? Means it is 2 only. Now you consider chlorine atom. You consider chlorine atom. Chlorine atomic number 17. You write electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. First cell K cell, second cell L cell. This is M cell. How will you write number of electron in that? Instead of K cell also completely filled, L cell also completely filled. It is a configured total number of electron how much? 10. That's why up to this part you can represent what configuration? Neon configuration. 10. Remaining how much? 3s2, 3p5. So total number of electron how much? 7. 7 electrons present in the outermost cell. This value is greater than 4. That's why what is the valency of chlorine? So formula is what? 8 minus number of electrons in the outermost cell or valence cell. Outermost cell or valence cell. So what is the answer? 8 minus valence electron. Number of electron in the outermost cell for chlorine is how much means 7. So this is valency of chlorine. Valence 7 electron is nothing but valence electron. Okay. In this way you want to calculate valency. So how this can be represented neon? So it is represented as what about that? 2, number of electron 2, 8, 7. This is called as valence electrons. Clear, boys? Okay. So what is valency? You want to calculate valency. What is the application of valency? It carry, already I told that atoms are either neutral or ionic form. So ions may be positive ion or negative ions. Clear? Okay. Now, what is this is important for writing the chemical formula. Okay. Take down notes. Valency, I write +1, Ag plus, lithium plus, K plus, Na plus, then H plus, Cu plus. This is called as cuprous. I write few only. Ag plus Li plus K plus Na plus H plus Cu plus like that, and NH4 plus, it is called as ammonium. NH4 plus means it is called as ammonium, Cu plus means it is called as cuprous. Remaining are lithium ion, potassium ion, sodium ion. This is hydronium. Anyone carry, non-metal carry positive charge, the suffix end with ium, that's why it is called as hydronium ion. Cl plus means it is called as, usually it carry negative charge, some case it carry positive charge means that time it is called as chloronium ion, bromonium ion. NO plus means nitronium ion, like that. Okay. Now plus 2. Ca, cesium, cesium plus, calcium 2 plus, magnesium 2 plus, zinc 2 plus, Fe 2 plus, CO 2 plus, and tin 2 plus. This is called as stannous. You want to know the name of that also. Sn2 plus is called as stannous. Cr2 plus is called as chromous. Chromous. Na2 plus. Na2 plus. I write few only. So plus 3 oxidation state. Plus 3, that is called as Al3 plus, Fe3 plus. It is Fe3 plus, it is called as ferric, and Cu2 plus, Cu2 plus is called as cupric. Ferric, aluminum 3 plus, scandium 3 plus, titanium 3 plus, cobalt 3 plus. These are some positive charge with a plus 3. Plus 4. Pt, platinum 4 plus, tannic, this is called as tannic. This is tannic, Sn2 plus is called as stannous. Okay, like that. So what about the element with a negative charge? I write few only. So minus 1, valency minus 1, H minus, called as hydride. This is called as hydride ion, and Cl minus, chloride ion, chloride ion, Br minus, bromide, F minus, fluoride, Fu minus, fluoride, Cn minus, cyanide, OH minus, hydroxide, I minus, iodide, like that. So all carry what charge? Minus 1. Non-metal carry negative charge because gaining of electron, it carry negative charge. All these are non-metal. Hydrogen, chlorine, bromine, fluorine, nitrogen, oxygen, iodine are non-metal. Minus 2. Minus 2, O2 minus, SO3 2 minus, compound. These are compound ion. Cr2 O7 2 minus, CO3 2 minus, like that. CrO4 2 minus, like that. Minus 3, PO3, PO4 3 minus, like that. So what is the uses of this one? By using these charges present in a given element, you write the chemical formula for any compound. So before discuss about chemical formula, we want to know what is the oxidation number. How will you calculate oxidation number for given compound. So what is the oxidation number? It is nothing but total number of electron that an atom either gains or loses in order to form a chemical bond with another atom. Total number of electrons that an atom either gains or loses in order to form a chemical bond with another atom is called as oxidation number, or it is otherwise called as oxidation state. It is oxidation number, otherwise called as oxidation state. Another definition given in our 11th standard book is the residual charge which its atom has or appear to have when all other atoms from the molecule are removed as an ion. Okay, let us consider what is the meaning of that. Means you consider K2Cr2O7. This is a molecule. Suppose I remove these two potassium. What is the charge of this potassium? Already I write here K plus. So after how many plus for one potassium atom, what is the charge? Plus 1. So how many potassium is there? 2 potassium is there. I removed from this compound. What is the charge for remaining atoms present in this one? Means how much charge? I removed 2. That's why what is its charge means 2 minus. What is the charge of this one means 2 minus. Okay. I write the compound NaOH. What is the charge of sodium? Na. So I remove this atom from this compound. So what about that? I remove what is the charge of potassium, sodium plus. So after removing this one, it carry what charge? Minus charge. Okay. Let us consider. I write. So like this you can find out the oxidation number. Not only for, see that oxidation atom can have positive or 0 or negative oxidation number depending on that state of combination. Depending on state of combination, atoms can have either positive number, negative number or 0. So what is the rule assigned for writing the oxidation number? Any atoms present in free form like hydrogen atom, chlorine atom. If I write like this, oxygen atom, like that I write means helium, neon. I write like this means these are the element, silver, gold, copper. If I write like this, these are free element, free atom, its oxidation state is 0. If molecule, you consider H2, Br2, O2, N2. So either molecular form or atom form, its oxidation state is 0 only. Then in case of, what about that? Fluorine, one more question. Fluorine always -1 oxidation state. What is the oxidation state of fluorine means? -1. Why it carry -1? It is highly electronegative element. It readily accepts an electron from other atom. That's why highly electronegative atom always it carry -1 oxidation state. Hydrogen, usually oxidation state of hydrogen is +1, but when it form a metal hydride, react with a metal, they form metal hydride. Any metal combined with hydrogen, it is a diatomic molecule, it form metal hydride. Metal carry what charge? Always metal carry positive charge, non-metal carry negative charge. That's why metal hydride, in which hydride, already I write here hydride, it carry what charge? Minus. That's why what is the oxidation state in hydride form means -1 for H minus hydride -1. In metal hydride usually oxidation number of hydrogen is +1, but in metal hydride its oxidation state is -1. Usually -2, but in peroxide but in peroxide, its oxidation number like H2 and O2, in this case the oxidation number of oxygen is -1. Okay. So, how will you write, based on this one, how will you write the formula, chemical formula for any compound? I will give some example. This is very important chart. Okay. So, like that you find out yourself. So, how will you calculate calculation, that is oxidation number? How will you calculate oxidation number? I write now. Calculation of oxidation number for few compound. Oxidation number, otherwise called as oxidation state. Listen, I consider same example K2 Cr2O7. I underline here chromium. What is the oxidation number for chromium? How will you calculate? Here it do not carry any charge. That's why this compound is neutral in nature. Do not carry any charge. So it is neutral in nature. You want to calculate oxidation number for chromium. How many chromium is present here? 2 chromium is present. We want to calculate oxidation number for single chromium atom. So already we know that how many potassium is there? 2 potassium is there. So 2, what is its charge? Plus, we don't know what is the oxidation number of chromium. How many chromium is there? 2 chromium is there. That's why I put 2. I don't know that oxidation number for chromium, so I put 2x. Then, how many oxygen is there? 7. What is its oxidation state? There I wrote 2 minus, so I write 2 minus. Sum of this value. So first statement is this one. So it is neutral, that's why which is equal to 0. So here the charge is 2. So 2 plus 2x plus 7 minus 2 minus 14, which equal to 0. So what about 2x? 2x equal to 14 minus 2, 2x equal to 12. What about x? 12 by 2, I get 6. So oxidation state of chromium in this compound is plus 6. Metal always carry positive charge, its charge is plus 6. Okay. Next, one more example I write. What about the oxidation state of K2 Na2SO4. Here what is the oxidation state of sulfur? Here how many sodium? 2. What is its charge? Na plus. We don't know sulfur, that's why I put X. How many oxygen is there? 4 oxygen. The charge is minus 2. So it is also neutral, do not carry any charge, that's why I put 0. So what is this? 2 plus 1. So 2 plus x minus 8 equal to 0. What about x? 8 minus 2, x is what means 6. So oxidation number in sodium sulfate is how much means 6. Now I consider NH4 cation. How will you calculate oxidation number for cation? For calculation of oxidation number for cation, NH4 plus I write, this is nothing but ammonium ion. So calculate oxidation number for nitrogen. I don't know, X plus, what is how many hydrogen is there? 4. Now what is the charge of this one? Hydrogen plus 1, usually plus 1. In metal hydride only it carry minus 1, that's why I put plus 1. Now what is its net charge? The net charge of this ion is plus. Here these two compounds do not carry any charge, that's why I put equal to 0, but here it carry positive charge, that's why I put this is equal to plus 1. So what about this one? Means, what about this? It is a x plus 4 plus 1 plus 1. So what about this means x equal to 1 minus 4, which equal to x equal to, here it is a hydrate form, that is why this charge is what means minus. This charge is minus. So what about this minus here, sorry, yes, x equal to 4 plus 1, here charge of this one is 5. Like that we can consider next one PO, I wrote there PO3, PO4 minus. Here it carry what charge? Minus charge. So what is that? What about that? We want to find out the oxidation number for phosphorus. Okay, so I don't know. I put x 4 into minus 2. What about its charge? Minus 1. That's why I put minus 1. So x plus x minus 4 into 2, 8, which equal to minus 1. So what about that means? I write here. What about that? 3 minus. PO4 3 minus. So 4, here the charge is 3. So that what about this one means 8 minus 3 plus 8, x equal to what means 5. Like that you can find out the oxidation number for cation, anion and a neutral compound. In this way you can find out. So oxidation number is defined as, we know that due to formation of chemical bond. Next we go to, we discuss about what is meaning of chemical bond. Chemical bond is defined as existence of, chemical bond is defined as existence of strong force of attraction between two or many atoms. Strong force of attraction exists between two or many atoms is called as chemical bond. How these chemical bonds are classified? Listen. Now already when two or many atoms combine together, they form a molecule. Now we can consider hydrogen atom plus hydrogen atom combine it to form H2 molecule. Chlorine atom plus chlorine atom combine it to form chlorine molecule. Like that hydrogen molecule combine with bromine molecule. Hydrogen molecule combine with a bromine molecule, it will form 2HBr, hydrogen bromide. These are homonuclear diatomic molecule, these are heteronuclear diatomic molecule. Now how these are undergoes combination? By formation of chemical bond. So how the chemical bonds are formed means attractive force exists between two or many atoms. Two or many atoms. What are the type of that chemical bond? The chemical bonds are broadly classified into three types. Types of chemical bond. Types of chemical bond. So there are three type of chemical bond. The first one is nothing but ionic bond, or this is called as electrovalent bond. Oxidation number calculated in a bonded state only. So ionic bond and or electrovalent bond, and second one is covalent bond. Covalent bond, and the third one is coordinate covalent bond. So what is ionic bond or electrovalent bond? A simple statement is nothing but between positive ion and negative ion a bond is formed, that is called as ionic bond. So I write the definition here. Ionic bond, the binding forces existing as a result of electrostatic attraction. Electrostatic attraction between the positive and the negative ions. binding force exists as a result of electrostatic force of attraction between positive ion and negative ion. You know that. Which are positive ions? Metal. Which one are carry negative charge? Non-metals. So, between metal and non-metal, the bond is what kind of bond? Your answer is ionic bond. A force exists between positive ion and negative ion by electrostatic attraction is nothing but ionic bond. So, first three type of bond: ionic bond, covalent bond, coordinate covalent bond. Why ionic bond is called as electrovalent bond? Because the valence electrons are take part in bond formation. That's why these are called as electrovalent bond. Now let us consider formation of sodium chloride. Formation of ionic bond formed between positive ion and formation of sodium chloride. Here sodium is a metal, chlorine is a non-metal. So how a bond formed between sodium atom and chlorine atom? Sodium atom loses its electron. Loss of how many electron? In valence shell, atomic number 11. So what is its configuration? 2, 8 and 1. Instead of writing 1s2, 2s2, I write in what way? 2, 8, 1. So lost electron. Outermost shell contains 1 electron in it. So it lose 1 electron. Loss of electron. Then it become Na plus. It form cation with a loss of electron. And a chlorine atom, atomic number 17. So what is its electronic configuration? 2, 8, 7. So here how many electrons are there? 7 electron. For attaining 8 electron in the outermost shell, it need how many electron? 1 electron, 1 more electron. That's why gain of electron. The electron, sodium atom lose 1 electron. So that electron can be accepted by this one chlorine atom and it become Cl minus. It is positive ion and Cn is a negative ion. Negative ion. So here the formed Na plus. Now totally how much electrons are in it? 10 electron only. What is its electronic configuration? 2, 8 plus Cl minus. Here totally how many electrons are there? 18 electrons are there. What is its electronic configuration? 2, 8, 8. So both are positive charge, it carry negative charge. There is electrostatic force of attraction between positive ion and negative ion, then electrostatic attractive force. Due to loss of electron, due to gain of electron, some force of attraction between positive and negative ion is called as electrostatic force of attraction or Coulombic force of attraction. So it form a sodium chloride. So here sodium also carry 2, 8. Outermost shell consists of 8 electron. Chlorine also carry 2, 8, 8. Outermost shell contains 8 electron. So any element possesses, noble gases possesses 8 electron in its valence shell. They are stable, chemically inert. Like that, by loss of electron and gain of electron, sodium and potassium also attain stable electronic configuration in sodium chloride. It is crystalline form. Okay, so ionic bonds are occur due to loss of electron in metal and gain of electron by non-metal. Then in between positive ion and negative ion, there is Coulombic force of attraction. They form a stable compound is nothing but sodium chloride. Like that, you consider formation of calcium oxide. What is the formula for calcium oxide? calcium. What about calcium? Valence electron, atomic calcium, atomic number 20, atomic number 20, so 2, 8, 8, 2. So valence shell contains how much electron means 2 electron. So outermost shell transfer completely these 2 electron, that means loss of electron, loss of electron, loss of electron. Okay, it is converted into positive ion. How many electron it is ready to lose? 2 electron. That's why it carry what charge? 2 plus. From which we remove how much electron? 2 electron. Now oxygen. So this oxygen atom atomic number 8, 2, 6. For attaining stable configuration, it need 2 more electron. Yes or no? It will lose 2 electron. After that, here number of electron is 18 only. So here 2, 8, 8. Now oxygen atomic number 8. So it electronic configuration simply represented as 2, 6. For attaining stable octet, octet means 8 electron in the valence shell. For attaining octet stable electronic configuration, it needs 2 more electron. That's why it is ready to accept the 2 electron from calcium atom. So it is ready to accept the 2 electron from calcium atom. So you write the sentence gain of electron. It will become what ion? Anion. How much it accept? 2 electron. So it carry O2 minus. So between Ca2 plus and O2 minus, some force of attraction, that's why it form a chemical bond. It form a chemical bond is nothing but electrovalent bond. Electron transferred from valence shell, that's why it is called as electrovalent bond. The bond is formed between ion, that's why this kind of bond is called as ionic bond. Clear? So loss of electron, gain of electron, complete transfer of electron from one atom to another atom is known as ionic bond. From which? From metal to non-metal, complete transfer of electron takes place. That is also called as what means ionic bond. Okay, but these 2 examples I will given that. So next we go for covalent bond. What is covalent bond? Next we go for important topic is covalent bond. What is covalent bond? Mutual sharing between pairs of between 2 atoms. Mutual sharing of pairs of electron between 2 atoms is called as covalent bond. Listen, chlorine atom combine with chlorine atom, they form chlorine molecule. Here chlorine atom atomic number 17, this is also 17. So here I write, what about that means 2, 8, 7. Outermost shell contains how many electron means 7 electron. For attaining 8 electron, it need 1 more electron. Yes or no? Yes. Like that, this chlorine atom also contains how many electron? 2, 8, 7. So here complete transfer of 1 or more electron. Here 1 electron, in this case 2 electron. From cation to anion. Okay. From the metal to non-metal, complete transfer of electron takes place. Here, a bond formed between 2 atoms by mutual sharing of pairs of electron. Mutual sharing of pairs of electron. So, how it is possible? Here, this valence electron also represented by Lewis dot structure. Lewis dot structure. How much? 7 valence electrons are there. Now I represented like this, valence electrons in dot form, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In chlorine atom, valence electrons are 7, I represented like this. In another chlorine atom also, for differentiating both atoms, I write electron in dot manner. So Cl, totally how many electrons are there? 7 electrons. I represented that like this. So this is the valence electron for these 2 chlorine atoms. these two chlorine atoms combine together. It attains octet stable electronic configuration. How it is possible means mutual sharing between two atoms. How it is shared? Here one electron, here one electron. These two are combined together. They form a bond. It donate one electron, it also give one electron. Between them a bond is formed. This kind of bond is called as chemical bond. Now around this chlorine, how many electron is there? 8 electron. Around this chlorine, how many electrons are there? 8 electron. Now what is the configuration of this chlorine? 2, 8, 8. For this also what? 2, 8, 8. So now outermost shell consists of 8 electron. That's why they form a molecule is nothing but chlorine molecule. That's why you can write Cl bond Cl. Simply you can write what is its configuration. Total number of electron is how much? 2, 8, 8. Totally 18. That's why argon electronic configuration is available here. Here also 2, 8, 8 argon electronic configuration. We know that inert gases, noble gases are more stable. Like you take hydrogen. Hydrogen atomic number 1. So how many electrons are there? 1 electron. Another hydrogen atom, 1 electron. So these two electrons are combined together. They form here 1 electron, here 1 electron. Combined together, they form a bond. Mutual sharing between two. So it a mutual sharing between two atoms. It accepts what configuration? 2 electron helium configuration. So between hydrogen atom, what bond is available? Covalent bond. So what is hydrogen and chlorine? These are non-metal. So between non-metal, consider carbon and hydrogen. Carbon valency 4. I write in valence electron of carbon is 4. These are represented as Lewis dot structure. Valence electron only represented 4 electron and it combined with 4 hydrogen. Each hydrogen carry how many electron means 1 electron. That's why carbon it gives how many covalent bond means here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here hydrogen, here one more hydrogen. I put dot here, dot. This is for hydrogen, this is for. These two are mutual sharing between two atoms. Which one undergoes sharing? Sharing of pairs of electrons. 2 electrons combined together, they form a bond. 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond, 4 bond. That's why this compound can be written as CH4. This is called as methane. So methane, how many covalent bonds are formed in methane? Methane, 4 covalent bonds are formed. So between two atoms, single bond is present means that bond otherwise called as sigma bond. It is a strong bond. Covalent bond are further classified into two types. One is sigma bond, another one is called as pi bond. Between carbon-carbon, double bond or triple bond also present. Like this, double bond is present means one is a sigma bond, another one is a pi bond. Sigma bond and pi bond I discuss in next class. Oxygen, O and O. Between two oxygen, how many covalent bonds are available? 2 covalent bonds are available. Valence electron of oxygen is 6. So this oxygen also valence electron 6. Among these 6 electrons, two pairs of electrons sharing, they form a 2 covalent bond. That's why between 2 oxygen atom, 2 double bonds are there. Between 2 oxygen atom, 1 double bond is there. So these are the example for covalent compound. So today we discuss very important topic. What about valency as well as what is oxidation number, calculation of oxidation number, how to write the compound using this oxidation number. So Now we can discuss about writing the chemical formula. I write ferric chloride. Simply I write two example. Ferric chloride. Ferric chloride. Here which atoms are present? Ferric means what? Iron. What is its oxidation state? +3. And chloride. Chloride means what is its symbol? Chlorine, Cl. Chloride means its charge is what? -1. So you omit these charges. So ferric means +3. Chlorine means -1. Cross it. What is the formula for ferric chloride? FeCl3. Aluminium sulfate. I write aluminium sulfate. Aluminium sulfate. What is the symbol for aluminium? Al. Its charge is what? 3+. And is sulfate, compound ion, SO4. What is its charge? 2-. You omit plus and minus charge. Al3, its charge is 3, SO4, sulfate ion, its charge is 2-, SO4, you omit charges, so 2, cross it. So what is the formula for aluminium sulfate? Al2, SO4, if it is compound means you write in bracket only, then SO4, 3. Now this is called as aluminium sulfate. Ferrous sulfate. Next I write ferrous sulfate. Ferrous sulfate. Ferrous means iron. What charge? 2+. Sulfate, already you know that SO4, 2-. So how will you write? Fe, 2, SO4 also 2. After omitting the charges, so 2 are cancelled, both are same only. That's why what is the formula for ferrous sulfate? FeSO4. Aluminium hydroxide. Aluminium charge is 3. Hydroxide, already I wrote OH-, so 1. So what is aluminium hydroxide? AlOH, cross it, you get AlOH thrice. So in this way you write the chemical formula for given compounds. So today I completed almost the basic concept in chemistry. From next class I will move on your syllabus. Thank you boys.